used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that on my hitters.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Black 22. 58, come on. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check, check, check. Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
First down, Winston. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First and 10. Cut. Check nickel. Green, triple team. 5-0. Hey, let's go.
Jameis now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Get ready. Flag. Green, triple team. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Pass seven.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike. Ready. 5-8. 5-8. Come on, baby. Sammy. This is the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready. 2-80.
Following the interception, Winston. Caught left side, Hopkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready. Black 25. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face match. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darius Geis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. This taken in by Jakeem Grant.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Ready?
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 92 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He completes it to Nelson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Stop your whining.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
17 yards. First down, Raiders.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Breeze. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the delay, here's Morris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Rip right. Check out, read.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the Raiders first down.
Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike, Sammy. Pick it up. Check.
Breeze now. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Breeze. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
To throw is Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. They're able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Breeze. It's caught. Nelson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Brees. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike 50, Mike 50.
There's Brees. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Winston now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Switch up, switch up. Come on. Sunday, under crunch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lutz puts this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, it's Edwards. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm letting you know right now, you better
From just shy of midfield, Brees. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's 2nd and inches at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Morris. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Morris. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Ready? 280. 54. I got it. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll run on first down. It's Morris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They run with Morris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super tough.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, black 25. Mike 58, right there.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Jameis to throw it. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here comes Grant on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To the right side, this is Edwards. Shrugs him off. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go, 50. Mike.
Throwing now is Breeze. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here's Breeze to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
lady. Blue lady.
Silver.
This is Geis. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score, Chiefs 31, Raiders 6.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run once more with Edwards. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ready. Lady. Mike's 54.
Here we go.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Ready. Yellow lady. 50. Mike 50. I got you, Pop.
On 2nd down now, it's Morris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 6 on the dump off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. My mate.
Mike's 50.
Hey, easy.
Come off the ball. Hey, check.
They'll go for it. It's Brees. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of field time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Third down, here's Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jakeem Grant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Raiders 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the ground, it's Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Right there. Blue down, blue down. Now.
And they will take a knee here.
McSorley on the keeper.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said,